Dear children, let's start second part of the second chapter of geography, globe, latitudes and longitudes. In the previous video we discussed about globe and latitudes and heat zones of the earth. In this video we'll discuss in detail about longitudes. See this figure? This is the figure of longitudes. Longitudinal lines are 360 in numbers. In the previous video we discussed about it. And this is the 0 degree prime meridian, and it divides the earth into two equal parts, eastern part and western part, right? So 180 degrees are in eastern part, 180 longitudes are in western part. Yesterday we discussed about it. What is the role of longitudes? Why do we need longitudes? Suppose if there are only latitudes on the earth, these are the imaginary lines, 0 degree, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Longitudes are very necessary to know the location of any place. Clear? For example, just try to understand with this example. Tonga Islands, it is situated in Pacific Ocean, and Mauritius Island situated in Indian Ocean. Both are situated on this line. This is 20 degree south, 20 degree south. But we don't know where these places are located on this line, because this line is very big, circular line, right? And it takes round on earth. So to know the location of the particular place, we should know the longitudinal location of that particular place. For example, come to this grid here. In this way, if we take both the lines on the same diagram, so it will make some grids, clear, in which longitudes and latitudes will cross each other. This grid will tell us the particular location of any place. Suppose if we want to know the location of Dhubri in Assam, clear, Dhubri is situated on 26 degree northern latitude. It is situated at a 26 degree northern latitude. So this is the 26 degree. For example, this one is 26 degree northern latitude on this line. But if we do not know the longitudinal position of or value of Dhubri, we cannot know that where Dhubri is situated. Where? On this line. Here. Where Dhubri is situated, we do not know. If we know the longitudinal value of this place, just try, for example, 90 degree eastern longitude. So now we'll find 90 degree eastern longitude. From here we will count to east, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. And then we will find, for example, this is the 90 degree longitude. So this is the particular place, because this is 20 degree 26 degree northern latitude, and this is 90 degree eastern longitude. So this place is Dhubri. Here it is Dhubri. So I hope that you are getting my point. How will we find the location of any place? Come. Unlike parallels of latitudes, yesterday we discussed that latitudes are not equal in length, because on the polar regions their distance or decreases because of their distance decreases, because on the polar regions the circle is decreased in this way. But longitudes are having equal length. Thus it was difficult to number the meridians, hence all countries decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. So this prime meridian, see in this figure, is called prime meridian. 0 degree it is having the 0 degree longitude, and from it we count 180 degree eastward as well as 180 degree westward. And yesterday I told you that 180 degree east and west is the same line. Clear? East and west, it is the same line, and it is exactly at the back side of prime meridian. you can suppose this is prime meridian, it is in front of us. If we move this figure, then at the back side of prime meridian it will be 180 degree. So both of the line divide the earth into two equal parts, eastern and western halves. So now come forward. Yes, with the help of this diagram you can draw in your notebook. You can understand clearly the location of any place, and you can find the location of any place with the help of this grid. Time zones we'll discuss later. Longitude and time. Longitudes are very important to tell the times. Clear? If you want to know the time of any place, then longitudes are very important. These play very important role, because see this figure, this is 0 degree prime meridian. It is also known as GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. GMT. In entire world, GMT is having the standard time. For example, it is 12 p.m. in the noon at this line. So what will be the time in the rest of the parts of the world? Here in the eastern half, here in the western half. Because earth rotates from west to east, so in eastern part time will be ahead, clear, to Greenwich Meridian Time, and the western part time will be behind, lagging behind, because it is situated in the western part to 0 degree GMT, clear, Greenwich Time zone. How much difference will be there? To know this, we should know that to cross 1 degree, how much time it will take, clear? To cross 360 degree, because longitudes are 360, to cross 360 degrees it will take 24 hours, because earth rotates one rotation in 24 hours. So to cross 1 degree, so in 1 hour it will cross 15 degree, and to cross 1 degree it will take 4 minutes. Getting my point? 4 minutes. So to cross 1 degree, 4 minutes will be they are consumed, and in this way the time zones are formed in entire earth. 24 time zones are there, clear? How many? 24 time zones are there. So the time will be behind Greenwich time by 1 hour. It will be 11 a.m. Similarly at 180 degree it will be midnight when it is 12 noon at Greenwich time, because I told you that 180 degree and 0 degree prime meridian are completely opposite and exactly located backside to each other. So on prime meridian, if it is day, then on at 180 degree it will be night, clear? Now why do we have standard time? Standard time, what is standard time? Standard time means in entire country the same line will be considered for fixing the time. For example, in India, why do we have standard time? Because India is very big country, all the countries are having different longitudes. So India is also, it is located at 68 degrees 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. Approximately there is a difference of 30 degrees, okay, 30 degrees. So to cross 30 degree it will take to cross 1 degree it will take 4 minutes. So to cross 30 degree it will take 120 minutes. 120 minutes means 2 hours. So there is a difference of 2 hours between the areas located on the easternmost part of Arunachal Pradesh and westernmost part of Gujarat. So there is a big difference, clear, big difference in a single country, clear. In India itself there is a difference of 2 hours. So it will be very difficult to follow the timetable, like the timetable of train, right, timetable of different kinds of programs. So we should have the similar time in entire country, and to do this thing we have fixed one longitude 82 degree and 30 minutes, one longitude, only one longitude we have fixed for our standard time. It is known as IST. IST means Indian Standard Time. Clear? So in India, time is count on the basis of this line. So whatever time is there on this line, in entire country the same time is followed. And similarly, there is a difference 82 degree and 30 minutes in comparison of 0 degree. There is a difference of 82 degree 30 minutes between 0 degree and IST. So what is the difference between the time of prime meridian and Indian Standard Time Zone? Clear? There is a difference of 82 degree 30 minutes. It will take to cross approximately 330 minutes. 330 minutes means 5 hours and 30 minutes. It means 5.5 hours. So there is a difference of 5.5 hours, 5 hours 30 minutes between the prime meridian and India. Take one more example. Why do we have a standard time? One more example. In India, for instance, there will be a difference of about 1 hour 45 minutes in each in the local times of Dwarka in Gujarat and Dibrugarh in Assam. So it is therefore necessary to adopt the local time of some central meridian of a country as the standard time for the country. In India, the longitude of 82 and half degree east means is treated as the standard meridian. So the local time at this meridian is taken as the standard time for whole country. It is known as IST, as I told you, Indian Standard Meridian. Now if we see the time difference between 0 degree prime meridian and IST, as I told you, there is a difference of 5 hours 30 minutes. So if it is 2 p.m. in London, because England is considering the 0 degree prime meridian as time zone, as time meridian. So there is 2 p.m. in London. So what time will be there in India? If it is 2 p.m. in London, right? So in India, 5:30, it means 5 hours 30 minutes it is ahead to 0 degree prime meridian, because it is situated in eastern half, and because earth moves from west to east, so in eastern part of the earth time is ahead, in western part of the earth time is behind. So India will be 5 hours and 30 minutes will be ahead, right? So if it is 2 p.m. in London, so in India what time will be there? 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. I hope that you are getting my point. 7:30 p.m. Russia, there are as many as 11 standard times. The earth has been divided into 24 time zones, 1 hour in each zone. Each zone thus covers 15 degrees. Clear? 15 degrees for 1 hour, as we have discussed. Now we'll discuss about the time zones. We'll understand much better with this diagram, with this map. This is the map of world, and with the help of this map we'll understand about prime meridian and international date line. Prime meridian 0 degree and international date line 180 degree. So first we'll understand this is the eastern half, this is the western half. Okay. 12 time zones are in this part, 12 time zones are in this part, but in eastern part 12 time zones are ahead of 0 degree prime meridian. Whatever time will be there, we will count 12 noon PM, okay, at GMT. If it is 12 noon at GMT, now we'll count the time in different areas situated in eastern part and western part. In eastern part, 12 zones are ahead of GMT to GMT, and in western part 12 zones are behind, lagging behind to GMT. Getting my point? For example, India. India plus 5.5. Plus means it is ahead 5.5 hours to GMT. Why? Because its standard meridian is 82 degree 30 minutes. So difference of this degree will be multiplied by 4. The answer will be 330 minutes. It means we'll convert into hours, 5 hours 30 minutes. For example, take one more example, easy example. This is 0 degree prime meridian. If we will count the time, what time will be there in the country situated at 10 degree east, 10 degree east and 10 degree west. Okay, now we'll count the time. Very easy. The place situated at 10 degree east will be multiplied by 4. Okay, it is 40 minutes, because to cross 10 degree it will take 40 minutes. So if it is 12 p.m. if it is 12 p.m. at GMT, so what will be the time in the country that is situated at 10 degree east? The time will be 12:40 p.m. Okay, 40 minutes plus 40 minutes plus in east. Getting my point? In eastern part, whatever country is situated in eastern part, it will be ahead in the time in comparison of 0 degree prime meridian. In the same way, 10 degree west will count the time. So 10 multiplied by 4 means 40 minutes. Difference is 40 minutes. But ahead or behind, right? It is dependent that this place is situated in the eastern or western part. So in the western part, if it is 12 p.m. at the GMT, so the time in the country that is situated at 10 degree western longitude, 11:20 a.m. 11:20 a.m. Getting my point? Now, so this is about the time difference. With the help of longitudinal location of any country, you can count the time. You can tell the time if you know the standard meridian of that country. You can easily know the time of that country. Clear? Now we'll discuss about international date line. This is the international date line and situated at 180 degree. Clear? But you can see that this is not straight line, right? IDL, international date line, it is not straight line. Clear? Why it is not straight? Because it does not pass any land area. If we put this as straight, it will cross some land areas like eastern parts of Russia, means Soviet Union before 1991. So this particular country will have two dates. In the same country will have two dates. So to avoid this confusion, no land area is crossed by international date line. So it is passing only through the sea areas or the means the areas which are not habited. Clear? So because if it is crossing this area, so this country will have two dates in the same country. Clear? So it will be caused big confusion in the same country if two dates are there. Suppose if in India, in eastern part it is 12th May and western part if it is 11th May. So how much big confusion will be there if marriage is there on 12th May in eastern part, and in western part the person will be considered that on 12th May I'll have to go. So next day he will go, right? And then he will find that marriage is already over, right? So to avoid this confusion, international date line is not crossing any land area, so it is not straight line. Clear? The main function of international date line is fixing the date. Clear? It divides the earth into two parts, eastern and western part. Okay, now in this figure you can see that it is in easternmost part, but if we round it, clear, if we round it, so it will be exactly at the back side of prime meridian. So in eastern part the date will be different, and the western part date will be different. So this is the function of international date line. So in this way we have completed this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.